Hello and welcome to the After Effect Part 2. This is the scrap yarn project that is hosted by SistersInStitch to follow our cow, the butterfly effect. It has been designed by Therese Eghult, crocheted by Tess, and I'm doing it together with you, and it's me, Kay. Hello, Crocheting Kay, as you all know me. We're doing the back piece today, so let's just meet back here in a minute when you've got all your yarn together, and let's get started. Okay. Okay, here we are for round one. Now, this is going to be way too familiar for you because obviously the first few rows here are exactly the same as the butterfly effect, but also each of the medallions that you've already done. So you already know what's going to happen. So I'm thinking maybe I should do round 1 and 2. We'll see. I'm just going to go with the flow. All right. First, you do a chain 1 in your little magic circle. You do 8 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. I'm sorry if I've got loads of noise in the background because my kids are home, but this has to be done, and this is the time I've found to do it, so you know, you'll have to deal with it. Okay, anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So slip stitch into that 8th one, and then we're doing is it 2 DC clusters? No, 3 DC clusters, right? I'm doing this out of my head now, so I might be mucking it up, but it's 3 DC clusters doing standing stitch. So standing, then 2 more. I'm pretty sure they're 3 DC clusters, and then there's chain 2s in between. I know that. Now, I'm not going to do too many of these rows because the thing is, as you'll notice, after a while it's the same thing going round and round and round, just, you know, so you'll be fine to do this on your own, I think, but I'm going to start you off. So that's what we're doing today. Now, spring has come to Sweden finally, so the sun is out. It's like 17 degrees today, and there's flowers everywhere, and it smells lovely because of all the different trees that are now in bloom. It's just amazing, and I'm really happy that it's springtime. So I'm happy because Flora came with spring. But it is May as well, so I mean, it should be spring. It should actually almost be summer, I think. But that's Sweden for you. It's quite unpredictable when it comes to weather stuff, I would say. Anyways, so with this part, you can just change colour each round. I think that's probably what I'm going to be doing, to match your front. You can always do this in one colour as well if you wanted to do that. I think Tess wrote in the pattern to do it in several, but let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've done 7, so let's do 1 more and then we've done 8. And then we'll be really happy with ourselves that we've done 8. Like that. Now I think Tess had the same colour for the next round. And I'm going to think now, if I do the same colour, maybe that is... No, I'm going to change colour. So I'm going to cut my yarn. I don't know why I'm doing this. It might not look nice. Well, this is what happens when you just make things up. Okay, I'm going to do that and fasten my yarn. Let you join in my fastening here. I'm actually going to be doing probably round 2 straight away, so I'm not gonna hang on like that. See, pretty, and you pull on your little middle bit there and it goes tight. Okay, now for me to fasten that, go in there. So anyways, I hope everyone's enjoying making this pillow. I think it's such a beautiful project to make, and it's such a lovely scrap yarn project. It's so much fun that she made this up, I think. And it's always fun. We did that with a Fab 5, if you guys remember, the Fab 5 flower, that people could just, you know, use the pattern, then make up more things, and we were just encouraging that. And that's the same thing for this that Tess has done, which I think is so much fun, because that's the thing, isn't it? One's creativity will spark another person's creativity, and I think that's beautiful. That's just the way it's supposed to be, isn't it? Okay, so I'm fastening all of my yarn now, as you can see. Showing you the tricks of the trade, the way that I do it, the way that Kay does it. Kay way! Anyways, okay, yeah, I need to have some tea probably. I think I've only had like half a cup today. Okay, click, click, that's done. Okay, so I'm gonna jump right into back to round 2. What colour should I use, you guys? I don't know. Let's see what we've got. Okay, I've got all of, I'm doing, obviously this is my scrap yarn project, so I've got all of my After Effects, or my butterfly effect. Okay, so I think I might just go with this one, actually. And if you remember this round, it's gonna be the same as well, for all of the other ones as well. So I'm doing a front post single crochet around the cluster, and that's my starting standing stitch, like that. Start it off and just do this stitch straight away. 2 single crochets, and then a front post single crochet again. It's after this round that it goes different, so after that I'm gonna cut, because you guys, it's simple enough, but I'm gonna let you guys have a minute to finish this bit before I jump into the next. Hang on, sometimes I think these go a bit big. I just kind of do that, pull at it again. No, so I'm tired today. I had a thing to do at the hospital, and I came back, and then I was sitting on the couch with Jolene for a minute. She was watching a movie because she was home with a fever today. I just completely fell asleep with her. So, well, she wasn't sleeping. I woke up because she was feeding me things from her play kitchen. So she had like a spoon close to my mouth, woke me up. Not very nice to wake up. Thankfully, it wasn't full of anything, which she would usually do, like salt or, you know, mud. But it was fine. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Now I'm gonna cut my yarn, fasten this like that, and I will now meet you back and say, see you in a little bit, and meet you back for the next round, because that's when it's gonna start becoming a little bit more interesting. Because obviously you've done this now a zillion times because you've done your front piece. Oh, look at that. So I am gonna let you finish the way that you've done your bit here, and I'll meet you back in just a sec. Hello and welcome back for round 3. I'm actually using the same colour scheme as I had in my butterfly. So I'm using girly pink for this. Middle bit's been sunflower and then cantaloupe, and now I'm doing the girly pink. You start in any single crochet after any front post single crochet. So as you can see, you won't start on that one, you will start on that. Or if you choose this one, you will start there. If you choose that, you will start there. So let's start there. We're doing standing stitches. I always do that. So yarn over and locate the one you're going in and do your double crochet. So we're doing double crochets in the next 4 stitches. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And in the next stitch, you're doing 2 double crochets and a treble. Okay, so 1, 2, and then treble is yarn over twice, like that. There we go. And in the next stitch, you're doing 2 double crochets. And that's going to be your corner, okay? That treble will be your corner. Got some more yarn there. Oh, let me go. And now again, we're repeating. So we're just doing double crochets in the next 4 stitches. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, next stitch, we're doing 2 double crochets, yarn over twice and do a treble in the same stitch. You can see it in your brackets there. And then in the next stitch, you're doing 2 double crochets, and that's your next corner done. Okay, we're doing this 2 more times. God, me and counting, like seriously, my mommy brain is really bad. Like I thought my pregnancy brain was terrible, but this mommy brain, I'm guessing it's 3 kids. Let's just blame it on the kids, that's what they're there for. Okay, so 4 double crochets, 1, 2, and oopsie doopsie, 2 and 3 and 4, like that. And 4, and then we're doing 2 double crochets, so that, 2 double crochets, and treble. Oh, I'm getting stuck in everything. Maybe it's the hand cream I'm using. I need to look over that. In the next stitch, we're doing 2 double crochets, and then we repeat it one last time, which I think you will do with me. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. And then we've got 2 stitches left, and that's where we do 2 double crochets. Whoopsie, drop your yarn. Oh, and I was on a roll. Okay, anyways. 2 double crochets and treble. Like that. And, another treble. And then 2 double crochets. That is your round 3 done. Now, meet me back here for round 4. I'm going to fasten this. I think Tess has actually written on the pattern, because for this, as we're changing colours for each round, if you're not, I mean obviously you can just slip stitch and keep going, but we don't do that. We prefer, I definitely prefer, I might got Tess hooked a bit as well, I prefer to actually close it and fasten it, and I just think it makes it a lot neater, because it just makes it neater. So I'm going to fasten those 2 ends, and I'll meet you back here for round 4. Hello, welcome back for round 4. This is a scrap yarn project, so this is what I've got left when I've been doing my these, which I'm actually not really done with. I blame it on the kids. But anyways, so round 4, and this round will be what you're going to continue to do until you're basically done. There is the one last round where you're doing single crochets, which I'm not probably going to be doing with you, because I'm not going to have time to finish all of this before wanting to actually put this up on YouTube for you guys. But I'll let you, actually I'm not going to get back to it, I'll let you know now. Basically, when you've finished part 2, that's when you're going to know what to do for your final round, like how big you want it, because maybe if you're a tight crochet like me, it might be that you don't need as many rounds as that are written in the pattern to complete your pillow. So what you should do is you should wait and finish with the last round until you've actually finished part 2, so you know exactly how large your front's going to be. And all you need to know is you want to end up on an even number of stitches per side. If I said that wrong, Tess will have to kill me. But she told me this in passing on the phone today, and she has not texted me what I was supposed to say. So, you know, that's what happens. Okay, begin in any treble crochet. And this is going to be your corner. Again, I'm starting with a standing stitch. So just locate where you've got 3 stitches in 1 stitch. You will know that the third one is your treble, and there should be 2 in the next stitch. So grab any corner and do 2 double crochets, 1 treble, and in the same stitch, oh, not another treble, 2 double crochets. Okay, and that's going to be your corner done. What's really nice with the corners that she's created is that she doesn't end up with any gaps, because sometimes, like if you're doing, for instance, like a granny square or something, you'll end up with these gaps. Obviously it depends on the pattern, but if you're doing it the usual kind of way, where you're chaining 3 in the corner, that's what you'll end up with, but not with this. So, and after that, until you get to your next corner, basically, you're going to do double crochets. So, doesn't actually say how many. I don't think it needs to. You just need to pay attention that you're not going around and round and round, because we're not making a circle, people. So just double crochets all the way until you get to the next treble, basically. Which I think I should be at there. Okay, see, I didn't miss it. So I'm at my treble, so I do 2 double crochets, 1 treble, and then 2 double crochets. I'm not going to jinx it now and say, oh, it doesn't sound like I have 3 kids at home. But I do. Thankfully, my husband is also here, because obviously he's got Flora because she's sleeping. Well, she usually sleeps in our bed, but now she's up sleeping on my husband. Which is just the coziest thing in the beginning, isn't it? Just little babies just sleeping on you. It's just so lovely. They smell lovely, and then they throw up on you, and then you don't smell lovely, but you know, that's just life. Other than that, things are good, you know. Getting close to summer now. I spoke about spring in the last round, so obviously we're closer to summer now than when I was doing the last round. And so the kids are going to be off for school, which is when they say, oh, it's a holiday, and you think, yes, for kids, not for parents, because it's not a holiday for parents. But it's a lot of fun, I'll tell you that though. Let's see, I'm almost at my treble again. And just like with the others, 2 double crochets, and then a treble like that, and then another 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Finish this off so you can see what it looks like. I think it goes very nicely square, doesn't it? I think it looks very nice. And next after that, I'm going to be using my, oh, what's that one called? See, I used to know these, all of these colours, because I was doing the butterfly effects. I remembered all of them. Can you notice that my mummy brain is just absolutely out of whack? This is the really dark pink is Girly Pink. Blossom is what it's called, which is a perfect colour to be using now, because it's springy summer. Blossom is perfect. At my treble again, doing 2 double crochets and then 2 trebles. Oop, about to do a treble again, which I'm not supposed to do. That. Need more yarn again. 1 final double crochet in that corner. And then, whoops, drop your yarn. Double crochets in the final stitches until you get to the end. See? I just keep on going. That's what I do. And then the final one there. Okay, so I'm going to cut my yarn. And as you can see, you just keep on following this pattern. You'll have the same. You'll have a treble there, and then you're going to do the corners again. You're going to keep on going for all your colours. As I said, Blossom would be my next one, and yeah, and then you're going to be done. So as I mentioned before, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Tess a call, make sure that I say the right thing, and then I'll come back with not another round, but actually just info for the next round. See you back in a bit. Okay, hello, we're back for the information before you go into the third part. Oh, goodness gracious me, you guys are just, you know, rolling your eyes at me. Anyways, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to keep on going with all of your colours. The only thing that you need to be aware of for your last one, which is for the single crochets, wait with that one. It's simply single crochets, so don't worry about it. You're not going to be, you shouldn't be scared. If you've been able to make this and you've been able to make all of this, you'll be fine. And the only thing you need to make sure is that your row of single crochets is gonna have the same amount of stitches as the final one that you do in part 2. So if you need to add on rows to make, because you want to make a larger pillow, for instance, because your inner cushion is a lot larger, then you're gonna have to keep on going. But just make sure you've got the same amount of stitches, because it just means it's gonna be easier to put them both together once you're finished. But you know, you can always make it half yourself and don't have the same amount of stitches, and you know, have fun with that. That's up to you. In any case, thank you guys for joining us for this little mini tutorial of the second part of the After Effects. For any information that you might need, just go to SistersInStitch.com. You've got everything there, including yarn packs and things that you can order if you do want to do both the butterfly and this and you haven't got the yarn. So till next time, you know, see you soon and have a great day and all of that jazz. Okay, bye.